91.3 WVKR, Independent Radio, Poughkeepsie, New York. This is Rita Ryan with LocalMotion, and we have two guests on the line. Before I get Danny and Isabel on the phone, I just want to remind listeners it is the one time a year, the one show a year. It's the WVKR Pledge Drive. $5 is the minimum pledge, and we offer you a sticker for a $5 pledge. For $30, you get a T-shirt and a sticker. For $68 or more, you get a hoodie and a sticker, whatever it is you can afford. If you could show your love for supporting local, independent, commercial-free radio, we'd greatly appreciate it. The phone number for you to call is 845-437-5475. Again, 845-437-5475. And now, without further ado, let's get today's guests on the line here with us. Hello, are you there with me?
Yeah.
That was perfectly in unison, you guys.
We practiced.
Yeah, I think you did. That was like, I couldn't have tried that better if I wanted to. We are on the phone here with Isabel Sofer and Danny Melnick, both owners of Together. They're the owners of The Local in Saugerties. The Local is just about to begin their third year, their third season, starting this weekend. And you both have had still such amazing careers outside of this. And I always, if you quickly just tell us how you two got together as business partners, because you both have different backgrounds. So one of you just give a minute synopsis of how this all started, please.
Go for it, Danny.
Okay, so Isabel and I have been business colleagues for decades. Isabel particularly focuses on global music, and I particularly focus on jazz, but we both do a lot of other things. And we both live in Saugerties, and Isabel really started talking about doing more up here, kind of through the pandemic, post-pandemic. And she found out that the Dutch chapel in Saugerties, which was built in 1876, became available to rent from the Reformed Church of Saugerties in 2022. And we went bananas and made a deal with them. And everything, all these years later, is completely amazing there. And we opened up 2 years ago. As you said earlier, this is the beginning of our third season. We've already done almost 110 concerts.
Amazing. And
a lot of other events there. And it's been totally fabulous and wonderful and beautiful and amazing. And we are thrilled that we're able to do what we do around the world here in our hometown.
Yeah.
And bring our, contacts and connections and experience and history to our neighbors and offer them this just totally unique experience right here.
Yeah, and it really truly is an amazing experience. And you guys, again, year number 3 just about to kick off, thelocalsaugerties.com. Everybody, listeners, you can go to the website and check out the amazing lineup of shows. And so Isabel is known in large part for being the curator of Global Fest at Lincoln Center in New York. And Danny Melnick is the producer for the Saratoga Jazz Festival. You both do many other things besides that, but those are two things that when people, I think of you, they think of that, right? What you've done in 3 years is just remarkable. What you've done as far as the improvements of the place, every year you're adding, and you've gotten such love from the community, and you've done these fundraisers. And tell us all the improvements that you've made over the last 3 years, including with your big announcement on Sunday.
Thank you so much, Rita. Well, when Danny and I first saw the chapel, it was it had a dropped ceiling for the previous 50 years. And the first thing that we did was to take down that dropped ceiling to expose these gorgeous arched Gothic ceiling of the space, which, that was the first thing that we did. And then we realized when we took that drop ceiling down that the echoes in the space were just crazy. You couldn't even hear yourself. You couldn't even have a conversation with somebody if they were right next to you. So we started working on acoustic treatments to figure out how we could bring music to the space.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really where the first improvements were made. We had to put lighting in the space. We had to put both just atmospheric lighting, but also stage lighting. We had to create a kitchen and, of course, all of the gear. We have a really great sound system and lots of backline. So the sound of the space is absolutely beautiful for all kinds of music, for all styles of music.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you'd almost think that it's like, with such a, with these beautiful, this arched ceiling that it is ideal for acoustic music, but actually all music sounds incredible in the space, especially when we have great sound engineers, which we do. And soon after the first season, we realized that we couldn't host shows there in the summer because we didn't have air conditioning, and this building just holds in the heat and sucks in the...
Oh, hello?
I just lost you, Isabel. Are you there?
Isabel?
Hey.
Oh, I think
I'm
we
here.
lost her. So you take up what
Is
she was...
that-
Oh, there she is.
She is.
Hello, we just
We
lost
you,
you.
Isabel.
Oh, I'm
You're
sorry.
talking about the air conditioning. It's okay.
Yeah, it is a little crunchy on, but so we just got mini splits installed, and that is like a game changer for us. So instead of being able to produce events and open the space up to the community, just for 9 months out of the year, now we're open all year.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Amazing.
And there's other things. I mean, the space was... There's beautiful stained glass throughout the chapel, but a lot of it is broken, and it needs a lot of love. But we were able to just open up, really just within the last 10 days, this absolutely gorgeous stained glass star that is right as you enter into the building, and it's a very stunning, huge star that has a deep and interesting history. But for the first time, you can actually see it now. And we're really excited that we were able to take off that piece of plywood and show the building in its original, the way that it was actually built.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
And we've done some more. It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's there's something different. The light comes in differently, and it's really beautiful.
And also talk about the stage.
Yeah. Sure, yeah. Well, that was one of the first things we did, Danny.
Yeah, no, I mean, Isabel said so many things. We actually had to do ADA compliant bathroom and entranceways. We did tons of concerts without a stage, and finally did that. And acoustic curtain behind the stage, and we ripped up the linoleum floor that was there that was covering this gorgeous historical hardwood. I mean, it's just really been a litany of big and small things, moment by moment, week by week, and even over the last bunch of months, we've done a lot of little things. And as I said on Sunday when you were there, Rita, Isabel is always looking and looking and looking and being like, this thing needs to be fixed and changed and fixed. It's great because there's an eye for that. And all that aesthetic.
Danny, you're breaking up a little. You're breaking up a little.
I'm not moving.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Is this okay now?
Yes, much better. Thank you.
Okay. All of that aesthetic, all those details, go into what we're about, with our presentations and the way we want to treat the artists and the audience.
Right.
And, the whole experience for everybody that's in that space together should always be as awesome as it can be night after night.
And it is.
We just do everything we can to make people happy and comfortable. And, we welcome everybody into the chapel and to hear these amazing artists. And our thing over the years has been trust us, because we know that a lot of the artists that we are presenting are not necessarily household names and people that a lot of the audience, the public community would know. but we're telling people to trust us because we're promising that every show is going to be amazing.
Absolutely.
And I tell people to buy tickets to shows. I said, pick something weird that you don't know and just come.
Yes.
That's what I tell people.
Yeah, yeah. And you open yourself up to such new things. I love doing that myself. I've been like getting much better at doing that instead of, seeing names I know. Is just like you say, try something you don't. And I mean, I've never walked out of the local feeling nothing disappointed, feeling nothing but like overjoy of like, oh, I'm so glad I came to this, and getting turned on to all kinds of new music, which is what you're bringing to the beautiful town of Saugerties and what you've done just to the community impact as well. Is wonderful. So your website is thelocalsaugerties.com. Your doors open an hour before the show. You have drinks and light snacks and that kind of a thing. Really nice vibe there. Let's talk about some of the lineup of that you've got coming on, which Friday night is opening night for this season. So talk about the Sami Brothers.
Yeah, this is a very exciting show. This is Sufi music from Pakistan, and this is an 800-year-old music tradition, and it's being performed by this is one of the last families that is carrying on this tradition in this very, very pure form. It's very similar to Qawwali music, which some of your listeners might be familiar with through the great Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, who passed away in the 90s, but made a huge impact in this country and all over the world through his recordings on Real World. This family performs both Qawwali music and also Khiyal music, which is an improvisational music form, and is also used within the Qawwali music form. And it's a very special music, and the name Khayal, which is what they're going to be performing, translates into imagination. So it's like improvisational music, very deep and very moving and very unique. The music really builds like Indian classical music, and then it just builds and builds, and there's percussion and vocals and harmonium and tambura. And so it's four brothers and their father, which is super exciting. And, coming up here to the Hudson Valley, they're performing at Town Hall in New York City and performing in major theaters all across the country. And they're coming up to enlighten our beautiful space.
I love that.
This Friday.
I love that. Amazing. What a great way to open your season.
It's really nice. I know, I love it. And
do you still have tickets available?
It's going to start.
You still have tickets?
Yeah, tickets.
Yeah. Okay.
Tickets are selling really fast, but there are still some tickets available. And starting at 7:00, we have this fascinating and really fun scholar whose name is Abdul Rahman Malik, and he is at Yale. And he is really a scholar of Sufism and Sufi music and Sufi poetry. And he's going to talk about this tradition and give some little hints into what you should be looking for, and just, putting it into context for the audience members. And then we also have food by the great Samosa Shack based in Kingston, and they're making a very special menu just for this night.
Oh, how wonderful. So what time do doors open on Friday? 6?
The doors are going to open at 6:30.
Okay.
The food starts at 6:30. The conversation starts at 7, and the show at 8.
Perfect. Beautiful. And this is the localsaugerties.com for tickets to opening night this Friday night. And on Saturday, you also have Zohar and Adam. And Danny, I think you were talking about, you found out they're from Beacon.
Yeah, I saw them in a showcase at a big arts conference that Isabel and I attend every year in New York City last January. And they really knocked me out. They're brothers. They grew up in Beacon and live in Beacon. And they're keyboard player and drummer, but they have this sort of hip hop, beat-oriented contemporary jazz thing that they do that is really groovy, very compelling, very contemporary. And so I booked them, and then I found out maybe a month ago or so that they are actually going to do a world premiere concert on Saturday night at the local with a full band.
Wow.
So they have all young, very young, like, in their late teens, early 20s, trumpet player, saxophone player, and bassist.
Bass, yeah, bass, yeah.
And keyboards and drums. And some of it's going to be duet, some of it's going to be full band.
Nice.
So yeah, we're thrilled to have this group coming to the local, because not only are they young musicians, and we really do want to support the next generation, but they're Hudson Valley kids. They grew up in the southern part of the Hudson Valley, and they're just going to come across one of the bridges and up our way and come up to Saugerties on Saturday night. So we're really happy about that.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's really great. I'm sure they're excited about that too. On Sunday, you have a free event open to the public that is a conversation with an Iranian journalist. Tell us more.
Yes, this is a really interesting journalist. Her name is Fatemeh Jamalpour. She's an Iranian journalist. And her new book is called For the Sun After Long Nights. It just came out. It's gotten rave reviews. And it's an exploration of the women-led protests in Iran, the woman life freedom movement that is ongoing in Iran. But she is a journalist, and she's written about her experiences there. She's living outside of Iran right now, and she'll be joined by Anastasia Sulkas, who's an NPR correspondent who's been very involved in the Iranian cultural scene, and they'll be having a conversation, and her Fatemeh's books will be available through Inquiring Minds bookstore, and Fatemeh will be signing those books, and I'm super interested to hear her story.
Yeah.
It's something that, not a lot of people know that much about here, but it's also, this is I think it's the third anniversary of the young Iranian Kurdish woman, Mahsa Amini, who was beaten to death by the police, and this started this movement, this ongoing movement in Iran. So
Right.
fascinating.
Yeah, definitely fascinating. And that's happening on Sunday at the local. And again, that's a free event open to the public. Before I go into the following weekend, I do just want to tell listeners one more time, we are talking with Isabel Sofer and Danny Melnick from the local. And it's also the WVKR annual pledge drive. I've got two women sitting by waiting for your pledges. All you need to do is give us a call at 845-437-5484. Again, $5 will be a pledge. $10.30 gets you a t-shirt, whatever you can afford. We only ask for this once a year. And again, the number here, 845-437-5484. All right, back to you guys. Friday the 26th, you've got local legend John Medeski sitting in with West African drums.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
Yeah.
John Medeski is bringing his organ to the local.
Love it.
And Abba Joe and the Yamande family are an incredible group. It's a Senegalese group. They're currently based in the States, and they perform on sabar drums, which are West African drums used ceremonially. And then there's also a tama player, which is another percussion instrument. There's a kora player, that's a 21-stringed harp lute, a singer, and a guitar player. And this is just absolutely amazing music. And their new album is with John Medeski. So they kind of weave these ancient griot stories, which is so much of West African music, what so much of West African music is based in, with kind of ceremonial influences. and so there's it's a combination of East and Western music with African music. It's going to be quite a night, and they'll be joined on that night also by the great live video artist B. Amy Ali, who has
she's
graced our stages
fantastic.
many times.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So exciting.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about Ganya. I can't pronounce it.
Ganavia.
Ganavia. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. The Ganavia show is sold out completely.
Wow.
There's a big waiting list for that show.
Perfect.
She has just really hit it big. And while I don't know, there might be some tickets at the door, I'm not sure, but she's absolutely incredible.
And
she's,
you can get on the waiting list.
Correct.
Yeah.
The waiting list is already happening. It's growing.
That's amazing. That's so great.
I know.
And then,
really
yeah.
you have tickets still available for the Sunday performance with Kim Kalesti.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kim's a wonderful vocalist. She is Emily King's mother, but before Emily King, Kim Kalesti, in her own right, is a fabulous, primarily jazz vocalist, composer, educator, and has had a very deep, long history in New York City and in other areas. Performing. She for many years. As a matter of fact, when I worked at the Blue Note Jazz Club in 1989 and 90. She used to do shows there.
Oh, wow.
Fairly regularly, Sunday brunches
Uh-huh.
and other types of events. I met her and Emily's dad. Oh boy, I'm forgetting his first name is
I can't remember right now.
It's Kim Kalesti, and I'm sorry, I'm forgetting his first name, but Marion Cowing.
Uh-huh.
And Kim and Marion, they had a great show, and we used to do, they used to play on the WVKR Festival at Bryant Park and things like that. But Kim is really something else. And Isabel, I can't remember if she has a record out now, a new album. Is that?
Yeah, this is a new.
Okay.
She's celebrating her new album. She's
Right.
going to be joined by piano, bass, drum, saxophone. And she's got an incredible spirit, a great
nice.
energy.
I remember meeting
great
her
songs.
when you guys had Emily at your place. She was there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really exciting to have her, and she spends so much time upstate. So, it's kind of a local show, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that her visit there planted the seed for her to perform. I actually was not there that night. We were away, I think. But I think that planted the seed for Kim to want to be at the local.
Yeah. And another show I'm like super excited about is October 5th, the Irregulars.
Yeah.
With Matt Munisterry and his little group of people that he plays at the Ear Inn in legendary down in New York, bringing their stuff up here to Saugerties.
This is one of the bitter ironies of our lives when we're all so busy doing many things. But I have wanted to see them live. They've been playing at the Ear Inn Sundays for 17 years.
Yes. Yep.
And this is really one of the greatest, traditional jazz experiences anybody could ever have, because this band is truly the number one all-star band of musicians who play this type of music. And it's a very sort of Preservation Hall jazz band type, experience with a New York edge. And Matt got in touch and said, we have this rare opportunity to be away on this particular weekend in October, because I think they have something in Maine on Saturday.
Oh, perfect.
And so he said on the way back, we would love to play at the local. And I said, absolutely. And then I realized that my wife and I are going to be in Italy. So not only are we having this incredible band at the local on October 5th, 5 p.m., but unfortunately, I won't be there when I continue my run of not seeing them live yet. which really, really stinks, but it is the way it goes.
Yeah.
But everybody else should go.
Yes.
So if you're
Yes.
listening, I promise you this will be a fabulous, incredibly, fun experience.
Absolutely. Matt, of course, plays with the great Catherine Russell. He's always on the road with her and teaches and plays with all these other great musicians. Matt is also a local musician to us here in the Hudson Valley and travels the world playing some absolutely amazing music. I'm a huge fan of Matt Munisterry, so was so happy to see that this is going to be coming to the local. And the show is at 5 o'clock, so I'm guessing doors will open at 4 and a nice evening gig. And that's perfect. So we'll do a few more. We'll go through October here. Yeah. And then you have a Thursday night show on October 9th, Music of the Arab World with Mohammed Sextet.
Yeah, Mohammed Abu Zakri Sextet. They are from France and Egypt. Abu Zakri is I've followed his career since he was a kid. He's absolutely a master of the Arabic oud, which is a 12-stringed lute, precursor to the guitar. And he's also a composer and band leader. He's absolutely extraordinary, and he is on a very rare tour to the U.S., funded by Center Stage, which was a part of the State Department. It no longer is. This is their last tour. But this is just brilliant musicianship and really a unique opportunity to hear music from this part of the world.
Yeah, and that's a
anywhere
Thursday night show. Yeah.
That is a Thursday night show. The show starts at 7 and the doors open at 6.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that sounds amazing. And again, tickets at thelocalsaugerties.com. You can buy them. I would not wait to buy at the door, folks, because so many shows sell out. And I've volunteered at your place before, and people always get disappointed if they're, just waiting at the door. So I do encourage listeners, if anything at all interests you, just buy your tickets online at thelocalsaugerties.com. And don't miss these shows because they really are beautifully curated by these two lovely folks. And Sunday, October 12th also looks pretty interesting with these instruments. The Swedish hurdy-gurdy and accordion symbio. That sounds really neat.
Oh, yeah. These guys are wild. I have seen them live at festivals, and you cannot even believe that this is two people who are creating these sounds. And the hurdy-gurdy, one of the most interesting and unique sounds, and accordion. And it's based on Swedish folk music, but very cinematic and very dancey too. So it's just a complete surprise. And they use looping and subtle electronics. It's fascinating. And they're just in such, they just work so beautifully together, so tightly, their instruments just are like one at certain times. It's really beautiful music. It's like music to just, I don't know. It's fascinating and beautiful.
Sounds
and unique.
Lovely. Yeah, it definitely sounds unique. We're going to go through October and say that you also have some Latin American boleros on Friday, October 17th at the local.
Yeah, this is just a band that I love so much. They're called Miramar. And they're based here in the States, although they are of Latino descent, but I'm forgetting from where. Puerto Rico, I think, and maybe Argentina. But the boleros are just the classic kind of love songs, Latin songs. and just these beautiful romantic ballads. But Miramar, this super fun band, just kind of reinvents them. It's so much fun. It's dance music if you want to dance. It's listening music if you want to listen. The three leads of this are just all brilliant, and just a really new take on the bolero sound, and really a band to keep your eyes on.
Keep your eyes on and go see, and I just love the fact that you guys, like you say, trust you. Go see this music. It's so unique, and it's like, I can't wait to see many of these shows coming up this fall, and open my mind to new music, different styles of music, different cultures, different people. Really lovely. You're also doing a super fun show with some local people here on October 26th, the Saugerties Sessions with Ginger Wynn, Carly Pearl, and Pamela Laws. Now, Ginger Wynn, of course, was part of the Rock the Quarry concert that you curated at Opus 40 this summer. Man, I was blown away by her. She's amazing.
Yeah. Danny, want to talk about that?
Yeah, so these are three, really wonderful, very talented female singer-songwriters and instrumentalists. Most of them play guitar. And Jack, as we know, and you've had him on the show numerous times, and he's just one of the most loveliest, brilliant, fabulous.
And that's Jack Petrozelli. Yes.
Know. Jack Petrozelli. He's in the Fab Flow. He plays with Joan Osborne. He used to play with Patti Smith. But he lives in this area, and he's played the local numerous times with a bunch of different projects, and he just led the Rock the Quarry project that you mentioned that Isabel produced at Opus 40 in August, which was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
And
do that again, please.
And Will Bryant, phenomenal. He and Will Bryant, the keyboard player, who we all love and adore, they're going to play with these three artists, and it's going to be, like a bit of a showcase celebrating the three of them and their records. And it's really cool for us because, we, in talking to you and listening to Isabel talk about a lot of these fabulous global artists, we know, and you obviously support all of these amazing local artists too. And we are so blessed to have so many talented, really important artists of all different, eras and all different ages and all different styles of music, living here. And it's important for us to do everything we can to support these neighbors of ours, to allow them to play here.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are touring and, playing elsewhere. We obviously can't book everyone, but, we love when we're able to do these curated, and really thoughtful events.
Yeah, they're like partnerships.
And I think the cool thing about it for us is that it gives us a chance to celebrate and showcase these artists, but also have a unique take on who they are and what they're doing, so that the audience feels that seeing them at the local is still a special and unique event. It's not just a normal show.
Right.
We're always trying to work with the artists if necessary to help put together these types of things. And Jack is one of our artistic partners in that sense, who just continuously comes up with cool ideas, unique pairings and what have you to bring to the local. And he has that same mindset and aesthetic. And that's really nice for us because, we care.
Yeah.
And we really want every concert there, every event there to be special. And we want the audience to know that we are working really hard to consider them and to consider their time and money and
absolutely,
and interest.
Absolutely. And you guys do such an amazing job. I love the vibe at your place. It's so warm, it's so inviting, and it's just a really lovely venue that you've built. And I'm so happy for you guys and so proud of you. And thank you for doing this. I know neither one of you needed to do this on top of everything you have going on in your lives, but this is just really a perfect fit here for the Hudson Valley. I also quickly, before I let you guys go, I wanted to also, I know your volunteers mean so much. If you'd say a few words about the volunteers at the local.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't think we'd be here today if it wasn't for our volunteers. They do so much for the space. They're the smiling people that you see when you enter the door. They're the people who have created our lighting system for us. They are people who are constantly getting the word out about the work that we do. They are volunteers are really the heart and soul of the local and so important. And if you're interested, not you, Rita, but in general,
Right.
if people are interested in,
I can too.
I know.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But we are always looking for volunteers too. And it's really a great way to experience the shows and to kind of get, do the behind the scenes work that goes into running a music venue. And it's a lot of fun and really, really, really nice people.
Super nice.
So they've sort of like created, this community amongst themselves of just, the volunteers are all like always hanging out together and
they always look
really
like they're
lovely.
having fun, that's the thing. It's like not a job. This is just fun. And, you get to
it's
see.
an interesting. Sorry,
Go ahead,
sorry, Rita, I didn't mean
please.
to interrupt you.
That's okay.
No, it's such an interesting thing when you think about volunteers, because you come up with this concept of like opening up this place, and then all of a sudden you realize like we need help. Like what are we like? You got to have professional help with sound, and we've been very lucky with Catherine being our house manager. But the help with all of these other things, setting up the chairs, putting the chairs away, like helping us clean up, like helping us. With the front door, like just helping people in, checking, just so many different little things, being eyes and ears, for us. And Isabel really at the beginning was like, we're going to need volunteers. We're going to need people to help us, and then sure enough, like these people sort of showed up and we found them and they found their, they brought their friends or whatever. And most of the volunteers that we have have been with us since the beginning.
Since the beginning.
And they benefit a tremendous amount of their time, obviously, because we do a lot of concerts. And obviously, their benefit is that they get to enjoy all these amazing shows. But the funniest thing happened towards the end of last season, which was Isabel came up to me one day and she said, the volunteers are standing the entire night. Like, they have nowhere to sit. And I think we should buy them bar stools. I said, what are you talking about? She goes, well, they're not sitting in the crowd. Like, the audience is sitting and they're taking up all the seats. Right. So these people are like standing for hours,
yeah,
night after night. It's something I never thought about. And so we bought, bar stools, and now we have something for them, but it was like such a, moment. I was like, oh yeah, like we haven't thought about that at all. I'm like, so we bought them and we have them now. And it's such a funny thing where all these little nuances of running a venue come up.
And it all comes together like after years and years and years. And you guys are just really doing a phenomenal job. I can't tell you how wonderful I think your place is and what you've provided to Saugerties and the whole Hudson Valley with the unique eclectic programming and the curating and just the people that you're bringing up there. I don't think, many people are doing what you're doing, so it's really cool, and I thank you both.
Well, Rita, you've been a real champion since the very, very beginning, and I'm a member of WVKR, and I'm about to join again because this is your pledge drive. But community radio is the way to go.
It is the way to go. It is the way to go. And thank you for supporting us too, because we all do this voluntarily. Okay, so we're here for the love of this, and it's it's a beautiful thing. So the love of music and the love of local it's a great thing together. So I appreciate you too. I adore you too, and it was so good to see you on Sunday.
Same here.
And I look forward to seeing you at your most wonderful venue very soon. And and with that, I'll say thanks for your time. I recorded this, so we'll upload it again tonight. Tickets available for everything that we've talked and more at thelocalsaugerties.com. Is there anything else you guys want to go out with that I've missed?
Come on over.
I don't think so. Yeah, we do really appreciate you, Rita. You're so awesome on the radio, and you've been such a massive supporter of everything that goes on in this region, and you're part of it. And
thank you.
We know you're doing a already sold out benefit event at the Falcon in October, which is incredible.
Yes.
And we just love having you at our place. So we hope to see you soon.
Oh, you definitely will. All right, you guys, I appreciate your time. I will talk to you soon, and have a good rest of your day.
Great.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye. 91.3 WVKR Independent Radio, Poughkeepsie, New York. The wonderful Isabel Sofer and Danny Melnick from The Local in Saugerties. They're starting their third season this weekend. Check out thelocalsaugerties.com. And how about right now you make a call to us here at WVKR and you pledge just a little bit. It's the annual WVKR Pledge Drive. We ask for this one show a year is all I ever hit you up with this, guys. So $5 gets you a sticker, $38 gets you a t-shirt and a sticker, more $68 gets you like a hoodie. There's tote bags. There's all kinds of stuff. You pay for so many silly coffee every day, all this other stuff, but here never. And you never hear commercials here. Maybe just PSAs. That's about it. But you like the show, maybe consider giving just whatever it is you can. Doesn't have to be a large amount, although if that's welcome too. But whatever it is you can, show some love here on the radio and support local, independent, commercial-free radio. 845-437-5484. I know I've changed the phone number like 3 times on you folks. I swear I know it. But this is the number. If you see my Facebook post, I've updated that. The phone number, we've got two people waiting and they're falling asleep. So we need the phones to ring here. 845-437-5484. Whatever it is you can afford, we'd greatly appreciate any support that you could show us. We're going to keep the music going. We did not get to talk about this show because I could only do September and October with Danny, but the great Ethan Iverson used to be with the Bad Plus. He's playing up at the Local, I believe, on November 1st. I'm going to play a track of his right now, but I'm going to keep talking because I got another guest coming in 15 minutes and we need your support. 845-437-5484. Once again, 845-437-5484. Come on, folks. Make it happen. You know you want to. Whatever it is you can give, we appreciate it. Let's take a listen right now to Ethan Iverson. Again, 845-437-5484. Thank you in advance for supporting us.
Why is Amazon paying me?
91.3 WVKR Independent Radio, Poughkeepsie, New York. I want to thank everybody that has already pledged. By the way, when you pledge and you call in, you don't pay anything today. They take your name and number and address, and you'll get an invoice in the mail, and that's when you pay it. So today, all you do is call and pledge a specific amount. If you pledge $5, you get a sticker. If you pledge $30, you get a t-shirt and a sticker. And $68, you get a hoodie and a sticker. And like $100, you get a tote bag, all kinds of good stuff. Whatever level of support you can show us here is greatly appreciated. And again, all you have to do is give us a call at 845-437-5484. We've got two people standing by waiting for the calls. And again, thank you to Craig, thank you to Hawken, and thank you to Mark. I really appreciate your support of local, independent, commercial-free radio. And again, just give us a call. Whatever support you can give us is appreciated, and no payment is taken today. They're just going to ask your name, your phone number, and your vitals and all that stuff. You'll get an invoice in the mail, and then when you pay us, we'll ship you the merchandise. And the number here, 845-437-5484. I realize that's a new number for WVKR, so please just give that a call, 845-437-5484. I've got another caller calling in at about, 10, 15 minutes. I'm really looking forward to hosting Jenna Nichols next. So we'll be talking with her. We just also heard Ethan Iverson off his album Playfair Sonatas, yes, and we heard the track called Marimbo Sonata. Ethan Iverson will be at the Local in Saugerties on November 1st. I'm going to play one more track by somebody playing at the Local. They're playing there this weekend. Let's take a listen to Juggernaut by Zohar and Adam, who will be at the Local this Saturday. But please give us a call here for Pledge Drive, 845-437-5484. Thank you.